I got my branding called Khazana Treasures, because Khazana could be written very nicely even in Russian. And we did an Indo-Russian fashion weekend. Of course, my family was like, what is mom doing? My kids were growing up. Mom, it's so awkward. But I said, no, I'm doing it. You don't have to attend my class. I went to PepsiCo and I asked them, have you ever heard of what laughter yoga is? And there'll be like one head that will say, yes, I have seen it, but none of them have tried it and none of them know about it. Russia was a great learning because I learned a new language. I made a lot of culturally new friends and I ran 2 businesses there. So I enjoy India when I go back, definitely, yeah. Especially during Ganpati, festive times. Hi, my name is Anju Shahani and I'm living in Dubai currently, but I call myself a global citizen because I've lived in various countries and cultures. I'm a laughter yoga expert, a human connection enthusiast, and a happiness coach. Just before Dubai was a bit of Kuwait, and before that was Russia, which taught me a lot, especially because of the completely opposite cultures between Russia and Kuwait and Dubai, Middle East. I used to get a lot of comments from local Russians, friends. I like what you're wearing. I decided that, these guys, everybody's liking what I am wearing. Maybe I should start a garment business. Then we got into it a bit more seriously and said, why not bring the top designers of India to Russia and let them, show their fashion here. I got my branding called Khazana Treasures, because Khazana could be written very nicely even in Russian. There was a big language problem at that time. I needed to learn Russian. And I did, and my kids learned Russian also. In fact, I speak Russian even now but here, Dubai is full of Russians now, so it's beautiful. There used to be parties in my house in Russia, in Moscow. And it was a party house where all my Russian friends, all my Russian clients, were coming. They loved Indian food. They loved the whole, space of Indian cuisine and Indian clothing and the whole vibe. They loved it. So I had a lot of friends and they loved that Indian culture, yeah. My main goal was those really beautiful saris, the chiffon saris that Tarun was doing. That was the main sellout for me. And of course, some tops and things like that. And kaftans from Malini Ramani. So all that was really being used in the summer. Now in the winter months, what happens? It's completely snow. You're walking with fur jackets. So then it went kind of slightly non-seasonal in the summer months, in the winter months. And that's where I think I was seeing a little bit of not progress financially in the business. And we had a discussion with my husband and we said, I think it's time to kind of wind up. And then again in my mind, of course, that I'm sitting idle, that little entrepreneur behind the scenes was saying, what are you doing now? And I'm saying I'm not getting into garments because I've done it twice and I can't again restart. I've closed my store. And then I was just watching TV one day and there was a whole session going on laughter. It said, join teachers training course in Bangalore, end of December. And I said, okay. I started writing down the number and everything. And I closed and I immediately contacted the assistant who was in charge. And I said, listen, tell me more about it. I want to become a teacher. I'm in Russia. And he says, yes, ma'am, you book it. And in 5 days, you will become a trainer. You come and, this other 40, 50 people coming from all over the world. And, in the evening, I told my husband about it. And he says, are you crazy? You can't do this in Russia. So I said, why not? They need to laugh here. They don't laugh. When you land at the airport, everybody is so serious. I said, I'm going to do it. And it happened to be the last day was going to be my birthday, 13 Jan. So I said, I'm going to do it. Think this is my birthday present. And I took a flight. I went to India after New Year's. Why is it called laughter yoga? Because it's got the elements of yoga breathing. So I started doing it. Of course, my family was like, what is mom doing? My kids were growing up and mom, it's so awkward. But I said, no, I'm doing it. You don't have to attend my class. First was with the yoga centers, which was complimentary classes. And I was building my confidence to make them do it, and I had to speak in Russian. So imagine doing a laughter yoga session class in Russian. And I met a bunch of women there and I connected with them. They said, we want to certify as a laughter yoga leader. I said, let's do a laughter yoga leader certification. And they were all women from Kuwait, all, dressed very conservative. They took a private hotel and we had a 2-day session with them. I certified all of them, and that's where it became big again. So they said, now, we love it. We've told our cousins in Saudi, we want you to go to Saudi. So I said, okay. And then there's a royal family there who wants you to come there and do it among the ladies. We did that, and I went there and I trained another 22 or 25 women. The first time event that has happened in UAE, where they open the malls in the summer from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning so that people run. Why? To keep fit, because it's so hot. So they don't want them to use the walks in the day, but they want people to really run and exercise in the morning. And that was, so my daughter said, let's go for this. And we went, and there's a kind of a counter where you go, you register in all the 5-6 malls. And we went to register, and I told them, I said, on the last day, it's a 1-month thing. I'm a laughter yoga expert. Do you want me to come and do something for y'all? They invited me to do it at the Dubai Mall at the Emirati Women's Day celebration. So there were about 200 ladies there, and I was making them laugh after the run, and they had a lot of sponsors there and all that. So it kind of, for me, the goal is this big goal that everybody should know what it is. Awareness and how to use it for yourself. The largest session that's happened was in Nashik and in India, in 15,000 students. And that had hit the Guinness record. I'm going to be most probably part of the 30-30 challenge, which is coming up in November every year. 30-30 challenge is every day for 30 days at different centers, yoga centers, at the Kite Beach, all these, Zabil Park. There's events going on with the theme being yoga this year. Events like Eid. So after fast, when they break their fast in the evening, when the families get together, they loved having me over to do a session for the family. So it kind of fits in for everybody. I think I'm grateful to my mother-in-law who made me find this, because she took us to the park and we were laughing at her, and now, I'm leading. Yeah. I think each city taught me something. Hong Kong taught me something else, because I was that decade of my life, which was, some things you know only in that part of your life, which was like from my 20s to 30s. Then it was, next decade was 30s, 40s. Russia was a great learning, because I learned a new language. I made a lot of culturally new friends, and I ran 2 businesses there. Then that's me as a baby, So going from me, and then when we met, we've been going out we started dating at 16 and 17. So it's been a long story. And then all our, having our grandchildren and all our life journeys, and then my kids getting engaged, Priyanka and her fiancé, and then my first grandchild, the wedding, and that's my son with celebrity. He was in Gully Boy, my son. So the journey from knowing my husband here, where we were dating, 16 to 17, and now we are grandparents, it's very beautiful. And having lived in so many countries and opportunities, I'm so grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my life, because, whatever ups and downs, you learn and you grow.